about one of the best find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh and PNC Park. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. But clearly he's seen the ball really well right now.
Marshall Brazel gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when he seems to get in trouble, that's when he bears down. He's actually got a lower batting average against with runners in scoring position. That tells you a lot about.
Ozzie Rivera will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
Push to the right side. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Fred Stinson will stand in. And as you can see, it's another early RBI opportunity for the National League leader in that category.
Yeah, but is anybody surprised by that? There's no doubt he's one of the best all-around talents in the sport today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And something's going to have to give here in game 1 because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Well, you don't typically see or hear a lot of complaints about Hendricks' zone, Matt. Pretty fair all the way around.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And he looks at one that misses ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Robbie Stanford will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Ryan Paquette will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
One and one, here it comes. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Ball 2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Grounded to third. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More in a Nathaniel Kuhn played to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Nathaniel Kuhn.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And something's going to have to give here in game 1 because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Not the start he was looking for here in the home first.
Yeah, and he even had himself a lead before he even threw a pitch out there. You think that alone would make you a little more relaxed and comfortable, but he looks a little tight to me.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
Batting second,
Kevin Kaneko will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
A good job here. He stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
He's set, and the pitch. Eduardo Reyes is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Called strike at the knees. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. In the dirt here. Throw over to third here. And they will get him at third as he might have broken a little late as that ball got away. And that's a tough pill to swallow. 1 gone. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
It's a good at-bat so far. A walk would give your cleanup guy a chance to bat here in the first with a couple of men on.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, you know, they rely so heavily on stringing hits together. They haven't had a lot of extra base hit power. They need more of that if they're going to be successful on a daily basis.
Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 outs anyway. But heck, if you think you can make it, who am I to argue?
Men on third with 2 down. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and 2 away.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Batista will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2-0.
Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Unfortunate that time. That ball was scorched, but it becomes the first out here in the second. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In the air now, out to right field. Kaneko on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And it's worth pointing out here with the trade deadline approaching, it's getting to be nervous time for some of these guys. You never know what can happen this time of year.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Standing in now, Colby Cole lays off 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Reyes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Martin Gomez will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Changeup called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, well, two things actually. One, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and two, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with that, we'll give you a look at how the Reds align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Arthur Hargrove comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
The 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball two. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now. You figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball three now. Here comes the payoff pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball four.
And this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball right side. To second for one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future. Jimmy Veras is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Jimmy Veras.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Swing and a little blooper to center. Hargrove into shallow center. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Into the box now, Ozzie Rivera. And a ball 1-0.
1-0.
Two and 0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
One out, nobody on. Hit to short. Hargrove over to his left. On to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance.
I want you to watch this throw here. You know, this isn't in the dirt. It's not in the sun. It's right there, but he just drops it. No real explanation for it, just a bad air.
And now they've got him picked off. Ball's there, and he is out at second base. Into the box, Fred Stinson. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with two out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty here with two men out. Outside, 2-1.
2-1's the count.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike two.
2-2.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds go down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Marshall Brazil, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Brazil.
Into the seats, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
And here you go one more time. You keep making quality pitches. You keep getting quality outs. I mean, that pitch right there on the outside corner, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that pitch.
In now, Nathaniel Kuhn as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Cole is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Right fielder, Kevin Kaneko.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Kaneko. He singled his last time up.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Robbie Stanford is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Third baseman, Robbie Stanford.